if you needed 100 to silence his critics. I think it's going to be an exciting summer of cricket, despite the fact that England are only playing 3 Test matches against South Africa, which I think that's the world. I think 1 and 2 now. South Africa, I think, for a while have been our biggest threats and one spot.
Definitely.
Even before India, I rate them higher than India, to be honest.
Well, Australia, their team's really gone down the ranking in the last sort of 3 years. I mean,
they've picked up the last year.
Yeah, they have picked up. I was going to say 2 years ago they did look
down and out, really.
Out, but they've certainly built the momentum.
Got some good young players.
And
I'm nowhere near the force they were when.
Oh no, but they're not going to be at the minute.
No, but I think they've gone the right way around it. About it, rather than just relying on the old guard and hoping, they've given the youth a chance, and it seems to be paying off.
Well, they've got Pat Howard in, who obviously famous for his rugby union days with Australia and Leicester. They actually put him in as like in the basically the development side of Australia cricket, and him and obviously coaching team whatever, helping a lot of youngsters come through, and they're starting to see the benefits of that now. And I think in the coming years, Australia will actually be a major force again.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. I actually hope Australia do pick up again, because
I love the Ashes
time.
The Ashes is fantastic.
You know, I'd love to go to Ashes. Someone already has, Susie.
Yeah, I've been to see one Ashes test at Headingley. It was when England got absolutely hammered on the after 3 days.
I will just say that I tried to go there but couldn't afford it.
I never thought I could afford it. But
I actually thought, considering it was the Ashes, for like £30 a day, that's not bad.
Yeah, but that's 150 quid for 5 days.
Yeah, but no one goes for the whole 5 days.
Well, the 2005 Ashes series, the greatest series I've ever seen. Still got it on DVD.
Yeah,
if you want to know that. But I think also, while we should talk about domestically as well.
Yep.
Not long till the 2020 start. Leicestershire, the champions, want to win it for a record 4th time. But 2020 is a very open competition. Who do you think are going to be there and win it?
Well, do you know what? Blah were live in Yorkshire on Sunday.
Yep.
We're in Headingley, and I've got to say I was really impressed by Yorkshire. I think they'll win 2020.
I'm not so sure, you know.
I think,
but it is more of a lottery, especially. I think a team like Leicestershire, if they get to the quarterfinals, they've got to be up there as favourites.
But Leicestershire know how to play 2020, don't they? I think Leicestershire.
I don't know if I'm right in saying this. One of you will probably say I'm wrong, but I do feel that with the 2020, it is a case of all it takes is for one bad over, and you're done.
That's true. You get one over of 20 odd, and that can be a game gone. But that's the great thing.
Performance, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the great thing about 2020, though.
It is. It's. Like I say, it is a lottery. It was like at finals day last year, both games, the semi-final and the semi-final and the final, Leicestershire, for a lot of those games, a lot are going to lose. But somehow, out of nowhere, they pulled it out of the bag. And I mean, it's an incredible day. It's an incredible competition. And it's taken cricket forward, in my view, and I can't wait till it starts.
I'll tell you which game I'm looking forward to. June I think it's 16th.
17th.
No, I was going to say when Yorkshire played Durham.
That's the 15th.
That's 15th. Yeah, you're right. It's the 16th I've got to move out of my flat. 15th,
well, no one wants to know that.
15th of Durham. No one wants to know that. No one cares. I don't even care that much. And it's my flat. 15th of Durham, I'm going to put my hands on the table, and I think Durham will win that. I think they'll get 174 for 6, and I think Yorkshire will get 173.
You're wanting a classic. We'll see what happens.
Also, yeah, not only will Blah be live for that game. Oh, no. 2 days later, when Yorkshire host the champions Leicestershire at Headingley Stadium,
just wait.
We'll be here. Well, not here. If we're here, it would be a bit pointless, as Alexander Armstrong would say. We'll be live at Headingley to watch the game.
I think you're underestimating the impact that Herschel Gibbs will have on the Durham side.
Well, I didn't say anything about Durham.
Yeah, you were thinking it. Durham, right, got to semi-finals of the 2020 a couple of years ago. I think we're really coming on strong. We've only been in the first class cricket 20 years. But since then, we've got a good spine, good young players. Collingwood, Harmison, they don't go off to play for England anymore. Ben Harmison, he practiced batting against his brother Steve in the garden. He's got to be pretty good by now. He's got a few.
Depends how he was bowling.
Well, okay. Let's not talk about that first delivery at where was Brisbane.
You knew what I was thinking.
Yeah. I remember staying up for that was first Ashes test I stayed up for. And I wish I hadn't now. I really wish I hadn't. 5-0. It was like Newcastle Man U 1997. But we lost the title that year, so
I'd love it. I tell you this, I'd love it if we could move on to our next thing, and it is time for Dale Harris. You'd like that transition there I just did there? That was top notch. I've got to say,
it was a pearler of a transition.
Patting myself on the back there because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm stalling for Dale because he's thinking of a joke. I can see him.
No, I think I've got one in the mixer.
It's like the Stig thinking. It really is like the Stig thinking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dale Harris. It's sponsored by sportingviewpoint.co.uk. It's now time for
Joke of the Week. Well, I thought we'd just pause for that beautiful moment. Yeah. Well, I've got a joke. I don't know if you like it or not. I know you love my other jokes. But I don't know if this will be up to that standard. But here we go. I'll give it a crack. So I knew someone who was he started out as an electrician, but he decided he didn't like the job he was in, being an electrician, so he wanted to switch jobs.
Oh God,
Dale,
I apologise.
I'm sorry. There's not much of a fuse going on there.
Honestly,
I thought it was electric.
Honestly, I apologise for that. I hope you were doing something productive. Maybe you were on Twitter, maybe on Facebook, talking to a friend, listening to this. Hope you were enjoying it until then. But you know what? Things can only get better, as Gary would say. Until. All right, Mr. Neville.
Sorry, Gary.
Well, that from the bad to this gets even worse. Unless Jack does what he did last time, but I doubt it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Accent of the Week.
Here we go. Extract from British comedy show.
He's warming them vocal cords up. He ain't going to reveal who it is he?
Oh no.
I bet he is.
I'm the only gay in the village.
He more or less has.
There. More or less revealed
Honestly,
it,
if you
but
don't...
still... Right, there's not that many... I don't know why I was given this role. Sometimes. Did I?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's why. Anyway, right. It's either Welsh, Japanese, or Albanian.
Right, that's a very varied one. But I thought what we get on to now, chaps.
Well, I will just say,
chaps.
I will just.
For God's sake, lads.
I'm really sorry. Some breaking news which has just arrived on my screen as I'm speaking, and that is that Graham Dorrans of West Bromwich Albion is subject to the £4.5 million bid from Arsenal. Oh. That's just been confirmed, and I've just got a very nice text which says, and I'll just read it out. Hello, hi mate. Just to inform you, Simon Cox is on the verge of joining Celtic.
Ah.
From West Bromwich Albion.
That'll be a good signing.
That would be a great signing for Celtic and a great signing for Cox because he wasn't playing at... And just another thing, he wasn't playing at West Bromwich Albion. And I will just make one other point. Aston Villa, there's a report going around that Aston Villa are in talks with Blackpool manager. I said Blackburn manager, then that'd have been scary. Blackpool manager Ian Holloway regarding the job.
Interesting. I think Holloway would be a great manager for Aston Villa. I think he belongs in the Premier League.
I'm not sure if he could cope at a big club though after the Leicester debacle, to be honest.
But to be honest, the Premier League needs characters like Ian Holloway.
Yeah, they do like him as a character, like him as a manager. I just, maybe he proved me wrong.
I'll tell you what I liked about him. The way that... Go on, sorry, what were you going to say?
I'll wait till you
The thing that I liked about him is the way that he didn't treat Blackpool like they were stars in a way. He made them wash their own kit like every week or every 2 weeks. They'd go out, they'd do something in the local community. I don't think other teams in the Premier League did that much, and I think that kind of brings it more... They're more like the fans in a way, and I thought that was a really nice touch that Blackpool had.
Well, I'll try and move on to this story without being interrupted this time. By not just one fellow member, but both of them.
Watch it happen again.
It's about the Olympic torch run, and the fact that not just celebrities are doing the run. It's basically people who aren't British. Who, people might say, "Oh, don't say that." But I thought not only was it the people's games, it's the British games. They have it in America and that. They've had it in Spain. This is a once in a lifetime for Britain. Why are foreign people doing the run? And also, of all the people I've seen, like all the celebrities, I say when I see them, if you see someone on tape, "Oh, have you got tickets for the games?" Yes, we have. Most people I know, no, we couldn't get tickets.